and it was like, bah, 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 bah. And I was like,
you're wrong, then you put him out. Now he's sleeping on his partner's couch. Don't taste his dreams, but he chases.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Kids Chronicles. All right, so if you're new here, go ahead and press that subscribe button, like this video, comment below. If you've been here before, thank you for joining me again. You know I love you and I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. All right, so today, I know I've actually had a couple people telling me that they want to hear my story about when I danced in that leather bar. And so today, guess what we're going to talk about? When I danced in that leather bar. Oh, Lord Jesus. All right. Y'all, it's bringing back right here. Oh, Lord. All right. So first off, I'm already not a dancer. So, you know, and I'm not gonna lie, let's just all keep it real. We all thought, wish I could be a dancer. I want to be a stripper. Like, I bet you if I got that, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I had what are they called? What is the bed called? The bed. It's not a platform bed. Not a sleigh bed. It's the one with the post on it. When I found out I was about to be a dancer, I was rehearsing all through my day. I was ripping off the walls and shit. I was swinging from my bed, swinging from the rails. I was doing every damn thing I could do to make sure that I was nice and limber. It's almost like an alter ego that kicks in. So you be nervous in the you be nervous. When I tell you nervous, you be like, I'm about to go out here. They about to put me on the spot. I'm about to be sitting here looking crazy. They all gonna be looking at me. And then when you go out there and you get on your little box, you get out there and you make that. The first night was the most awkward thing. I remember going to this bar, and I work for this company called the Wild Men of the West. So if y'all ever go to them and you are not Caucasian or Hispanic, you are wasting your time. I'm just saying. But anyway, so I went to this place. I forget what the name of the bar was. And I just remember like getting up there and I said, Keith, just get it. Just get up there and do your little thug thizzle, get on your box and do your thing. Got up there and was dancing. Y'all, there was this man that looked like Santa Claus in the bar in his underwear. He sat in front of me, put his hand in his pants and was looking at me like this the whole time. And I'm sitting there like this. This man, like, if this man comes over this way towards me, I'm going to kick his ass. I'm going to drop kick his ass box. So I made me a couple of dollars that night. It actually wasn't that bad. And I just remember like leaving and being like, you know what, Keith, this is something you can do. You know, I didn't dance to any songs that I knew. At that point, I realized, okay, well, Keith, you're just going to have to, I mean, listen, what beat do white people dance to anyway? There's not really a beat. So I felt like, well, if those white boys can get out there and dance all off a beat on I can go dance on a beat that ain't got no beat. So whatever. So I'm out there doing my little Mary J. Blige, P. Diddy shit, just fucking it up, whatever. Took me a little money home. I ain't gonna lie. Somebody did approach me that night, handed me a business card and said, look, I do $1,000 private shows. So if you want to come to my house and give me a private dance, I give you $1,000. Everything giving me said, Keith, only reason you out here dancing is because you trying to take a trip home to Kentucky. You know you need that $1,000. I didn't get that $1,000 because let me tell you something. I wasn't trying to be like my Ebony when she got the Junior's bachelor party. So I didn't do that. I didn't know nobody out here. I didn't have no pimp. I didn't have no muscle that was going to stand outside the door and make sure I got my out. So no. I didn't do it. I didn't want to get fucked up with no because I just felt like, look, if I come in here, take this little person's little money that they be getting on the regular from this person, then it's going to be some and then I'm going to be out here whooping somebody. So I just left that alone. Whatever. Cool.
I'm going to kick your
So next night, I went to Tucson. That's this dude named David Rose. He's everything. He kills it. I remember this is right when Twerk by Cardi B and the City Girls came out. I remember that song came on. And it was like, bah, 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 bah. And I was like, That night, I actually got drunk. I fell off my box, y'all. The little GOGO box, I fell off that but I was the only they ever seen pop that on a handstand. They wouldn't listen. They was like, are you an acrobat? Are you double jointed? I was like, no, I'm just from the South and got a little rhythm. Night 3 comes around. And I knew that I was going to a leather bar, and I was trying to mentally prepare myself for it. I was truly trying to mentally prepare myself for this shit. Just keep it real. Like, y'all, come on. At this point, like, I was just like, Keith, you know, like, they giving you some money to go just kind of just wiggle around for a second, like, go get that money. And I'm sorry, this is not to offend nobody who is in that leather scene, but I'm just keep it real. For a person like me, it was a whole lot. And I'm not going to lie, the criteria they told me before I even went there that night, they said, make sure you have your leather boots. Make sure you don't have any fragrance sprayed on you. Make sure that you don't have any like oils or anything on you. And try not to shower before you get there. And I'm like, what? Y'all know I took a shower before I got there. I just didn't spray nothing. Yo, when I first walked in, to the right of the door was it was about the size of a dance floor. It was about the size of a dance floor. Yeah. There were men dressed as dogs, leather dogs. They had dog masks on, they had leashes, collars on, and they were being walked around this bar like they were actually dogs by men who were holding them on leashes. And so right at that moment, I was just like, you know, what the are you doing here? And I really should have just walked out the door. I should have walked out the door. I really should have walked out the door. But I went into the little dressing room. There was me and 2 other guys there. And I'm not going to lie, and this is probably so messed up, and I'm not to offend these other guys, but I thought that, I looked at them and was like, I'm about to take all they little money. I was like, what the look at y'all, then look at me. When I got in that dressing room and we all started changing, first off, the dressing room was literally about as big as the space that I'm in right now that you see. When they started undressing and putting their dancer clothes on, have y'all ever had rallies or checkers? You know, if you get like that big Buford, it's like that big thick onion that's about this thick that sits on top. And when you bite into that, it just causes all your senses to overload. You be like, y'all, this was the most pungent aroma I have ever had the misfortune of smelling in my entire life. I could not wait to get out the room and for them to put clothes on. Get it, like, you know, it's not up to them to make sure my self-esteem is where it needs to be, but I'm not gonna lie, because I did not have a lot of body hair, because I was clean, I was you know, just a well-groomed person, and you know, I probably don't look it now, but I was well-groomed. They did not me at all that night. I ended up making like 20 bucks that night, y'all. I actually ended up leaving there that night, and I ended up feeling like, y'all ever seen Set It Off? Y'all know after like Jada Pinkett like prostituted herself for that man to get that check for her baby brother's tuition money, she went and got in that shower. She was just like, that's how I felt. Literally, y'all, I still felt like the smell of that place was in my pores. It was the craziest experience of my life. Like, it was probably one of the most humbling things, because I went in there thinking, like I said, I was about to take their money. They went in there and said, nah, you ain't cutting it for us. We don't how cute you think you are or how cute these that you know you are. You ain't here for us. Maybe had I go in there smelling like hot on a Sunday or smelling like I needed to be by myself for a second, then maybe I would have made $1 or $2. But they was not that night. So that was my very last night dancing. Now look, I ain't gonna lie and say that I wasn't trying to go. I thought I was gonna work again. However, when I was talking to the owner of the company, I was telling him like, hey, that was the wrong, I believe was the wrong atmosphere for me. I feel like he personally got offended because that's his type of environment. And he started telling me, well, you need to open up to the world. And you need to, you know, if they approach you with certain things, you need to do it because then they're going to limit yourself. Basically, y'all, he was trying to tell me to be a prostitute. I'm not going to even lie. The very first night I met him, when I went to go do my little interview thing to say like, hey, I want to be a dancer, he was like, oh, you know, and if you want to escort on the side, that's your business. He was like, I'm about to go to somebody's house right now and do my escort. And I was like, oh. No, like it was kind of cool, like to be like, oh yeah, I'm a stripper. Like just everybody says they want to do it. Everybody says they want to do it. And I'm one of the people who actually went out and did it. Was it really for me? No, it wasn't, because I truly feel like it was about to put me into a lifestyle that I don't think I was ready for, honestly, y'all. I'm really a prude. I'm actually a prude. Like, I don't like that type of stuff for real, for real. I ain't gonna lie. The attention in certain aspects of it was very nice, but the expectation that I had to uphold being in that field, it was too much, because for me, I don't care how much money you pay me, I'm not gonna be ever comfortable with you just sitting there staring at me the whole time I'm sitting there dancing. I'm sorry, I don't care. No. And like I said, I ain't trying to offend nobody that was in that bar. I'm not trying to offend nobody that was in there. But y'all could have gave me $1. Y'all offended me. You could have gave me $1. So yeah. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Keys Chronicles. Everything, you know what, y'all? I appreciate y'all for riding with me. It's been a minute since I posted something. There's a bunch of changes and stuff going on, so I'm really just trying to acclimate to my new environment. So with that being said, like I said, if you like what you see here, please press that subscribe button. I want you to like, I want you to comment, I want you to tell your friends about me, I want you to do everything. You was pop, 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 pop. Popping it. You was popping. What I'll pop that a time ago.
You're wrong, then you put him out. Now he's sleeping on his partner's couch. Don't taste his dreams, but he chases.